Hey guys, what is going on? Today is Tuesday. Today we are going to be playing Disco Elysium. I saw another streamer, Tomato Gaming, one of my favorites, playing this game, and wowzers, it looked so good. The gameplay seems really unique, and the art style just looks like great. I loved it. I watched him play it for a while and just loved it, so I ended up scooping it up. And we're going to play that today. So, I don't know why, but my audio seems weird. I look quieter on... I'm sorry, one second. Had to clear my throat. I look quieter on OBS, and my Spotify volume looks louder. Now I seem normal. Okay, well, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and mute Spotify and unmute the game. Hop over to it. It's a little loud right now. Let's turn down the music a little more. Okay, we're gonna start a new game. It's a little loud. What the fuck happened here? I tested this all last night and it seemed fine. Okay, whatever. New game. So, you get to choose what kind of person you want to be here. If you want to be smart, if you want to, be psychological and have a nice personality, or if you want to just be physical and just be really strong. So we are going to ignore all that and create our own. I look, I don't know what to do here. Cause honestly, some of these things affect your actual just straight up health. Like physique is for health, and at 2 we only have 2 hits of health. So I feel like we should have 3 on both of these to affect our health. And I think that's fine. I don't know how well this is going to go, but this is what we're going to deal with. This is so loud. Why is this so loud? This wasn't loud last night. I tested all of this last night. This is crazy. Let's turn it down a little bit there. Okay. So now we get to pick our primary skill. Something like logic is going to, just make us smarter. Encyclopedia would make us have a database of knowledge to draw on. Rhetoric will let us persuade people. Drama will let us lie to people and detect when people are lying to us. Conceptualization lets us see art in the world. It's weird. Visual calculus will let us see like trajectories and stuff and be able to view crime scenes better. By the way, I forgot to mention we're cops in this. We are a cop. Since this is our highest skill and I kind of want to be a smart cop for my first playthrough, I think I'm going to go with encyclopedia or logic first. Let's do encyclopedia. Alright. Another heads up, the loading in this game is not very good. There are times where I think the game is crashing on me, but it's just a really long load time. Like this is one of them right here. I'm scared to click because the game will go non-responsive.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
So this game is gonna be narrated by these voices, and then my responses I will read out loud.
Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Wait, what about that X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Yeah, but I kind of want to know about that X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Alonzi, never let me go.
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough.
Look, I'm tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation.
So this game is basically an RPG played through text, meaning that in the background, every now and then, there will be rolls about my skills to see how it influences what is going on.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help, someone. Cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a motor carriage.
This is what I was talking about. So in the background, they rolled for encyclopedia. We needed a 10 and we got a 12. So it succeeded and we gained knowledge about what was going on. Oh God. What the hell happened in here? Okay, I need to put pants on quickly. Good. So every now and then when you interact with something, you'll get this little circle that pops up with some kind of like insight.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them out.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. So we're somewhere on the coast in a hotel. Good to know. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Yeah, we can hold tab and it'll highlight things we can interact with. Looks like somebody tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Like one of our shoes is here. So we're trying to get dressed, I guess. Let's put on our jacket. Our tie is on the ceiling fan. Let's try and grab that.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
So right now I could try and just grab the tie using the skill Savoir Faire, but I have a 17% chance of getting it. So we're gonna turn off the fan, I think.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Now I have a 58% chance to grab this stationary tie. Let's go for it.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Oh, I grabbed my chest.
This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving.
Chat, I'm dying already.
For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
So, so now that I failed it, it's a white check, which means technically I could come back to it, but I have to level up the skill to come back for it. So I guess we're gonna just leave now. I can't get my tie. Alright. You into the bathroom. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and and sweet liquors. Take my shirt.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things?
Conceptualization's kind of a fucking nerd.
Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wait, really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
I wiped the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong with it?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sorry.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
At least my tongue's okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm scared. I want to stop doing this.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
I wipe the mirror.
Behold.
Ah! Oh my god, it's horrifying.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me. What is this?
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh, wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom. um, I could go for for the true option, or I could go for I'm a superstar. Or I think it's supposed to be suggestive. Um, I'm a superstar.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
I don't need to. I almost died trying to get that type, but I heard my heart beat.
Getting clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
Now I've got two checks. I've got electrochemistry, which is basically our resolution with drugs, and encyclopedia. Electrochemistry, I have a 3% of winning, and encyclopedia 58. So let's go with encyclopedia.
It belongs in the
Nailed
new,
it.
the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
So each check, we can roll a maximum of um what's the word I'm looking? 12, because we have two dice, each maximum of 6. So the succeed chance for encyclopedia, I needed a 13, and I rolled a 7 on the dice, and my encyclopedia skill is a 6, which came out to be a 13. So we just barely made it.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing: Guillaume la Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it? Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Anything else? Like who I am? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema.
Wow, really helpful there, encyclopedia. I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Yeah, it says impossible, and I think that is impossible, so fuck it. Oh, so in the game you get these thoughts that are kind of like skills, and you can internalize the thoughts to get certain abilities. Temporary research bonus is -1 logic. Head in the clouds. Whatever happened to Galoom, yeah, who with his amber mane and sparkling teeth beguiled the tattered remains of the nation? While you suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust, or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slithering new lines of some starlit bout de nuit? I don't know French very well. 20 years ago, Spare a thought for his great ass too. Or wait, maybe he became a police officer in Revachon West. I'm not gonna take this skill because all it does is subtract 1 logic. So I'm good. Not do that. We let the mirror be for now. So we're missing our tie, which is up on up on the ceiling fan that we can't get, and we're missing a shoe. But doesn't appear to be a shoe out here. So let's go on and head out. Okay. Check
Hello,
this out.
officer.
Hello, officer, you say?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and keep on walking. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it. You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her. Physically. No. I might not know who I am, or where I am, or what a Capri Canim is. How I know what one sounds. What the fuck?
She nods.
But I do know when somebody's not telling me the whole truth. What am I doing here? What's my case?
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops.
Why didn't you just tell me that?
I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
Why don't I remember being a cop, or anything else for that matter?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Well, I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a nice night. Okay. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Okay. This. Something on the table. Money, 40 cents. God, we're high rollers now, guys. Loading times in this game are very bad, so we gotta give it a second. This is when I got scared, is just because of how nothing is moving, and I was just on the still frame for so long. But it loads eventually. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Oh, hey, our shoe. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Put our other shoe on.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like 2 baby crocodiles.
Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
At least we feel good. I don't have my tie, but at least I've got my shoes. Guess we go back in. Police work is tough. Straight it is.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes.
My smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
All of these options are yes. Yes, I should do that. I should enthusiastically do that. I should not do that. I'll make it priority 1. Well, I'll think about it. That's the only option that's no, I don't want to smoke. Well, I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Oh, wait, bonuses? Okay. Now I'm in. I can interact with her door. Maybe I shouldn't just yet, though. Might have to, like, come back or something. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe la Monde. Alright, let's go downstairs. Equip a flashlight in low light areas. I love the art in this game, man. It looks so good. It's so unique. It's kind of like pretty and grungy in the same sense, you know? This. Summer door closed for the winter. Okay. This is where the lyrics would be? Okay. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for somebody to sing into it. Nice. Speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes
You
to
have
it?
not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Lamentation sounds good. That'll really get a gauge on my soul.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
You really are a superstar cop. This feels right. You belong here. Dude, what the Okay. So we can talk to this guy. Let's check out these things first. Menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's menu starts with a man's writing. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Oh, health. Okay. The door is bolted. A sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 o'clock. So our health and our sanity is down here. Or our morale, sorry. Our healing items are down there too. So we can kind of heal that way.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
I sense you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I do not appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to an officer.
Oh, it's not?
He raises his shoulders like he's about to say something more, but then gets a hold of himself.
You're right. It's not.
I look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
That's the great... Wait, let's start with what happened to the bird.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Well, you look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Can we just talk? Can we take a second to talk about how annoying his voice is? I have 3 cafeterias to manage. Where did the Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
I leave. Dick. So my friend's over by the door, he said. It's my friend. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
I've got a 28% chance to wake him up. I'm gonna pick up the pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
This is a white check, you may retry it. Let's just try. Physical instrument, try to wake him up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Okay, I leave then. I failed 2 checks, but we can redo them. If I level up skills. Auto... Oh. Okay, autosave. Sidon reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members, doors open 1600. This Royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh, she nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. So this is my buddy. Okay.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
My half-brother? I shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
I could either say I don't really know my name or invent a name for yourself. Ah, fuck. I want to invent a name so bad, but I don't really want to lie to this guy. I'm gonna say I don't really know my name.
Okay then.
He processed the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
1 second, guys.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I am aware I'm a policeman. I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Alright, let's get going then.
To you, officer.
It's part of our party now.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay. Let's talk to this guy again, like he wants us to.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks at you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I could go by the Harbinger of Ruin. I'm gonna just say nothing.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then, questions. I got
His
this.
face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Okay. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get them? I'm sorry. And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style, unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
Thanks, Encyclopedia, you fucking nerd. Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Before you said they hoisted him up on the tree, who did you mean by they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
I have another
The
question.
lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, before I ask you where. Now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Oh, so you were creeping on her, and she felt like she needed to quit. Cool, dude. That's what a lot of men do, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Thank you.
He opens his little notebook. At the cover, the number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Didn't go well.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know, I just went for it. You're right, I probably should have asked. I guess I like to be thorough.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
That's all.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic
The
accent.
IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money?
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
I could just stop this and be like, you're under arrest. But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Proceed, you don't show him the coins, they're yours. Proceed, you show him the coins you found. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
Count them and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Wait, 100 times smaller?
Yes,
But that's horrible.
it is.
He stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides. Wait, or pick it up yours. Darkness rides, pick up the coins.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
He shrugs.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the streets. I'm gonna say I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I only have a vague, blackened image.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Again, a new thought. Lonesome long way home. Temporary research bonuses plus 1 encyclopedia. Let's rewind. Let's trace the drunken steps back home, jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here, fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, Shuffle your feet through the courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track, the 881, until you reach Lomdaman Imminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. I'm gonna internalize this. Okay. It's gonna take me 6 hours to research this. Okay, we're done talking to him. Kim told us we should go outside and look at the body.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full flavor cigarettes.
What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
The idea of a king in a century gone is pretty fascinating.
The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, after 50 years.
Talk to Granny?
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
She looks at the lieutenant.
The lieutenant nods politely.
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I don't know. Wink. Maybe I have. I don't know which to pick. I don't know. Wink. Maybe I have.
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Hire her? Jesus Christ. Sweetie needs money. Does Sweeties get money? I'm gonna say, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
I think they said it was in Revachol. In hell. We're all in hell. I think it's in Revachol.
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies her expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I kind of want him to understand, like, what's actually going on. I want him to know that I have no fucking clue what's going on.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Some kind of democracy. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on saddles. We're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone huddles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Cop. We're living under the cop regime. I'm just gonna say some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Back to the beginning, I forgot. I can say Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Or I could say, how do you like to roll with me? I'm gonna say, how do you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, riding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Her eyes light up. I'm gonna say I want her to be my partner.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
You're probably right, Kim.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
Well, I guess I'll get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Wasn't that a sweet old woman? Guess let's go outside. Kim doesn't want to help us, although he seems like a good guy apparently. I don't know, I really wanted him to actually know what the fuck was going on, and so we're not just like lying to him the whole time. Street sign says fuck the police. Nice. I can tell we're gonna get along with a lot of people here. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Okay, so they said the body was to the right outside the door, so it would be this way. There's the hole in the fence. What's this say? Rue de Saint Ghislaine 8B. Okay. big yard out here. Person. Oh, there's the body. Did you just throw something at that body? What's your problem? This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. I'm gonna sneeze, guys, 1 second. The ladder's for kids that wouldn't hold the weight of grown men. Duh. I had to read that before it went away, but I sneezed. Okay, I'm good. What's this? Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Cool. Let's look at the body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is this so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The fuck is this person? Oh. So, it's over there, okay. Endurance legendary. We're gonna turn away and leave. Okay. So who are you? Are you Kuno?
Kuno's got this.
Boy throws rocks at the dead body. Can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
That's so mean conceptualization, but probably true. Look at him.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
Yikes, dude. Okay, so at the beginning of the game, in this options, there's a thing called streamer mode. I turned it on, and I guess it marks out certain words, thank God. Why the fuck is that in the game? Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
You guys are 12 and you're out here high on shit.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Look, I've got questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Yo, kid, chill the fuck out. Jesus. The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally choking!
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Alright, do you know who he is?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So, you don't know anything. Oh. I mean, who he was before he died.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see anything.
You heard Kuno.
Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
This kid is fucked up. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
We're on this later right now. Let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Jesus Christ, kids. I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno. Oh, wait, no. About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
The ladder. Ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you'd say that the ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Hold on, guys, 1 second, sorry. Okay. You mean the young woman by whirling in rags, that gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
I should ask her about that.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about
Yeah,
something
whatever.
else.
Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Interesting. You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation?
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Jesus Christ, kids. The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
I'm just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across the Martinez.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Shut him down, Jesus. Don't punch him, it's a bad idea. Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
He prances around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
He's flashing, Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Be logical, kid. I haven't done anything to you.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno!
Who put you up to this?
No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you. Change your plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder down the line. You may end up missing crucial information.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Cam, come on. Be on my side, bud.
Listen to your friend.
Jesus. Did Gart put you up to this?
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
What is this sick charade?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they can slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
I'd like to punch him, but I absolutely can't do that. I'm gonna say don't punch him, it's a bad idea.
Look.
Kuno whispers even softer than before, vanishingly silent.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
I'm gonna say no.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should've, because now
He raises his voice again.
you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Oh. It's a bitch, you're gonna be in the shit with Kuno forever. The peepo-headed critter doesn't let him finish. And then Encyclopedia said a peepo is a type of hat. I'm gonna say nice peepo.
You don't talk to me about my fucking people! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
I'm just gonna leave now. I don't know what the fuck these kids are on, but Jesus Christ. It's something rough. The letter R wears a crown. In the ribbons below, a light above, descending. Anything else to interact with around here? I can't interact with the body because it's too smelly and I'm gonna throw up. 20 cents and some money. I'm sorry, some money and some medicine. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years.
inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vatna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect.
Nice. It gives people cancer. I'm gonna try this and say, why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes.
It's clearly a door.
Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
Clearly a fucking door, and I can't get to it. Okay. So that's everything in this yard? Okay. So now we could... I don't know. He said there's a general store nearby, and then we could talk to the gardener. Oh, he also mentioned his car has a radio in it we should use. There are bottles inside, you could pick them up if you had a bag.
This Postla Vantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy.
Okay. That must be his car. Okay, we're back at the front. Let's use his car.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Tap the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
I didn't want to drive it, but at least it's still hot. It seems like Kim wasn't waiting in that lobby long for us, at least. Let's pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Yeah, we're gonna take everything. I'm gonna start with this hand-cranked flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
We're gonna take the red-tipped pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think.
We're gonna take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Alright, we'll push the pull-out toolbox back
The
in.
pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Alright, let's pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi Alice, this is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I've got urgent business, over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in, over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
Let's start with the basics. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
10-4, your badge should have most of your personal details. Look over that. Over.
I don't have my badge.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
I say nothing.
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at
you. Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Oh god, it's not here.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
I could try and convince him that I didn't lose my gun at a 72% chance. I feel like this is my only play right now. Let's do it.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth, and then it becomes it.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over.
Listen, I actually have lost my gun too. I'm in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but
What does he want now?
he's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Okay, I heard you. No funds.
Anything else, sir? Over.
10-10, transmission completed, standing by, over.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
I'm gonna pick the radio up again and call that girl.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
I'm gonna wait patiently.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Shut the fuck up, electrochemistry. Have you seen my badge or my gun? I'm gonna ask, was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Well, why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Wait, Kim. Lower this is the microphone. Is she speaking truth? The union is law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Tell me, why exactly did you let the corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? Wait. I don't know. I want to ask that, but I don't want her to, like, get mad, because, I don't know. Let's ask it anyways.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
What others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Okay, I understand.
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
I see, don't worry about it. I understand.
You do? Oh. What else can I do for you?
You know who actually made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Did you leave because of Gart?
What? No, why would you even think that?
Sylvie, don't be afraid of that pig. You have to stand up for yourself.
Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business.
Sorry.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
No, my badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
What about my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? When did that happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Christ.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
Hey, you wanna go? I'm not asking that. I think I got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
She's ready to hang up. Wait, why does she sound angry with me?
No.
Fuck.
She doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Yeah, it's definitely some other guy. A guy like Gart.
You know women and their constant problems. Yak yak, nag nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that?
What the fuck?
That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do it without all this internalized misogyny?
What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore? You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with Gart himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Ew, dude. Please no, I don't want to say any of those things. Yeah, I really don't want to say, "Are you still there, kiddo? Listen, I've got everything under control." Or, "Daddy is going to take you on his lap, little darling." No, I don't want to say any
You're
of that.
just a gimp. What? You want to be more empathetic?
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
I'm done with this radio for now.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I'm gonna run my fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Close the door and leave. Well, I guess that didn't really help us with any. Oh, I can zoom out. That's nice. That really didn't help us much with anything. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Okay. Understood, Kim. Hey, there's people down there. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
How about some premium class service over here? Like paying with net worth. Go over and ask him if you can do that. Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy? What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. What exactly does the economy need saving?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
But I don't have children, I think.
Too bad, officer. Kids make it all worthwhile. Without kids, who's going to be around to enjoy the economy? Don't let me stop you. Open the box and browse a little.
Alright, let's browse through the box.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand, buy secondhand. Keep the economy moving.
Find something worth salvaging from this? Try it.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
Discard the woolly pants.
No luck? Why not take another look, officer? Keep supporting the economy.
Leave for now. Look at this table.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra series.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Speaking of luxury, you should go over and ask about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
Let's inspect the sneakers.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
50? I've only got 60 cents.
Only? That's madness. Found Ultra. Wear the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine?
Inspect the sneakers. Or
These
speakers.
once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Found Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
Poor little speakers.
No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
We're gonna leave. What's in this box?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Go over and ask him.
Try the shades on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
That sounds like a much more reasonable price.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
You're right. I'm too sensible for those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Let's rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Try again, maybe you can find some interesting sunglasses in the box. I guess it's not going to read these. Ah, I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says sub-insulent. Insulindic rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand carved out of bone.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
I'm going to try them on.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue.
Wow, officer. You look so cool. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Kim, what about these?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
I don't have money for it. We'll leave. Yep. Is this the phone? A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Okay. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Okay. Seems like everything over here. Go up this way. Another dumpster there. Fiberglass gloves, +1 electrochemistry. Oh, we have skill points. How many skill points do I have? I have 1 skill point, I think that says. So here's the thing. The savoir-faire seems to be pretty, like, needed a lot. Right now it's at a 0. Bonus from items, -1. What are we wearing that is subtracting from that? -1 savoir-faire. -1 savoir-faire. Need to take some of this shit off, it feels like. Maybe we save that. Roy's Pawn Shop, fast cash for faster times. Sounds like where we might have sold our gun, if we did. That healing item. Guy and something over there. Water lock out of order until Wednesday.
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Alright, bye.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Let's not fuck with it. I don't want to break it in front of the nice man that just gave me some salami. There's the pawn shop. I'm wondering if we should go in. I can't sprint and hold down like my mark things or it pulls on my Steam. Really. Forgot about that. Let's go into the pawn shop. Wow, this place is a fucking mess. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. A bust of a woman, the plaque simply reads DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirling away.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Point at the knights on horseback. These are Franconian cavalry, right?
Mm-hmm. I used to be very serious about my Franco-Nigerian knights.
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Point at the blue figures. What exactly are these?
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
Inspect the figurines in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
I'm not gonna try that at 28. Really can't do that. Okay, what else do we have up here? What's this?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
Say shopkeep the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Alright, that's it. Let's leave. Let's check out whatever this is.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is that a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Where'd you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Let your gaze run over the street light.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
How much for the street light?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh my god. 700 sounds about right. Imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
Yeah, there's nothing left to know about that. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Well, I've got to say, I like this game so far. I'm going to save. Quick save, just to be safe, I guess. Alright, I think we're gonna... Wait, one second. So these are all my tasks. There's a lot here, Jesus. I have these gloves. I don't think I'm gonna put them on. I don't really want electrotherapy or chemistry to be, you know, really high. I wish we didn't have -2 savoir-faire. Whatever. We do have a skill point, but I don't know what we should use that on. And I don't like that noise that's in there, so just leave it as that for now. We're 35% done with Lonesome Long Way Home. That's nice. Alright, I think we're gonna wrap up stream here, guys. I like this game. I don't know if I'll be streaming it. Wait, tomorrow's Wednesday? Yeah, I should be streaming tomorrow. I won't be streaming Thursday. I've got a late D&D game Wednesday night, and so I'm going to be up late and probably want to sleep in a little bit the next day. But yeah, I should be live tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to play this, or we might play some more Control or Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts, COD. I don't know, but I'll be live tomorrow. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.